Now that's make we bring come to you the Today Show. We get segments where they range from interviews on the big issues.
Sierra Leone authorities said Monday that 20 people were killed and nearly 2,000 prisoners escaped during Sunday's attack on the capital.
To sport.
What a fairy tale story here. There they are, the champions of Africa.
And entertainment and simple tourism with plenty other issues.
Get ready for the roller coaster ride through with day-to-day story them as we dive deep into the heart of the matter.
Every weekday on Slick Television, Channel 37 from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Tune in and stay informed like never before.
The Today Show, only on Slick Television.
Back na button phone they see. But now even if you get small picky, you want to get a button phone. If it's not smartphone, you no go want time. Even be granny and grandpa they now na host they now na smartphone. Why they want smartphone and how much they want for connect to the world? Today if you go to market safe, you want for buy pepper, pass you go either market to man say, well I check first the price online. Or if you want for communicate with a company safe, don't share in our WhatsApp group. It tells you the evolution, how things don't unfold over the years and how swift society don't they accept her and everybody they go on board with them. And then also like my riddles, they talk about or something we don't understand. I'm sure you say when you watch Slick TV right now, you see that you watch them on your TV or you take your phone and go on Facebook or YouTube and watch them there. That's how much you want to connect with the world. No matter who side you did. And guess what? We did. That's Saturday one for take welcome you to Today's Show here on Slick Television on Channel 37. You can also join us on Facebook at Slick TV, website at slicktv.com, and follow us on all the social media handles. Rabiato Mansaye here. Now we quote for today reads, social media is the ultimate equalizer. It gives a voice on a platform to everyone willing to engage. That by command says within a state right now, willing for engage. This and more they installed for you today inside with Today's Show. As we don't say Facebook has been monetized in Sierra Leone. Not good news. What can this mean for us? Stay tuned after the break.
Up to important issue them where they affect Salon and the world. The Epic Morning Show, they set the agenda for the day by way for look inside social, economic and political environment and self bring interesting topic them when need critical answer and solution them. We they bring the issue them come to UNU with just one agenda when for serve the people with all the answer where they need. Tune in to the Epic Morning Show every Monday to Friday 7:30 to 10 o'clock in the morning on Epic Radio 99.3 FM as we bring in Master Sabi people for come discuss all the important issue them where they happen in the country. You can watch me live now with Facebook page when at Epic Radio 99.3 FM and surf on Slick TV channel 37. Epic Morning Show with a serve on no hot one.
And gentlemen, welcome to the show. Are you ready?
There we go, Spartan. Yeah, yeah. Creativity don't jump inside me head. Get that concept. It's they wiggy and buckets, invisible like swords. Them people no remember yourself. Cross me line on dress you and beat you say you with me. DOA you suffer the punish. Send you alley so you make another tolerate rubbish. By spray, where the bubbling you know they was yeah, the way you talk Sam. I no go down. Plenty lyrics in my chest, I guess they are all born in this side. Do all let me know what's for this side. Before another person go tell you say brave, commit suicide. Shaka Zulu, don't believe in works of men. I kill you friend. Call a ramen tap na L, cause I bring 8 bar. Man on streets, VOA when I punch pull teeth. I be don't forget I mean it's all this the legend of the seeker. You be Fiba Bella in attention to the speaker. Let the rain come and bug run. Check come and pray on this body know they move fast and pay me death. So I'm bloody like James Bond. Who said to no gun? Baby.
Welcome back. In the 1960s, the Canadian communication philosopher been predicted Tango Kamo the world go become a global village. Global village in sense here means say, me and you go there side, we communicate to vast people them anywhere and at any time. And one cannot be argued to say we're in that particular era. We say to see evolution of different apps then every now and then when you open phone from 2004 there, when our Facebook been there and so much more. Now just about a week ago, the Chief Minister, Dr. David Monya Senge, actually put out a news where it talks say, well, people will be verified on the social media handles. So it talks say, in not to president, Biogi the tax for fight for social media monetization as alone. They say then go work on them across all boards like TikTok, Facebook, and so much other media app there where they actually use. So now quickly I'll just take you through from data portal where tell we say there are about 2.70 million internet users them na Salone side the start of 2024. We show the population of 30.4% where they actually get access to internet in the country. Now, with this good news, or with this news, make cannot tend for describe them there, waiting this actually tend for me. Waiting whose message is saying how Sierra Unions them get for accept this particularly. Waiting and waiting get for be done. I mean, all other criteria them, how things get for go about. Waiting this mean. That is why inside we show today, we actually did talk about social media monetization for Salone. I go benefit we all. And thus we go be joined by Yemata, when a CEO of Yemata Entertainment, and Prezo Kuma, when an entertainment journalist. May they can take we through the journey so far about that and how best this go mean to we all. But quickly, in Otapia, inside Africa, other countries them have been monetized already, like Ghana and Nigeria, we tend for be with sisters them in 2021 and 2022 respectively. Now look, quickly get the side of Francis Duku, when a Ghanaian content creator. Let's tell we waiting entails and how much benefit this is. And we'll be right back.
I work in the media space as a media executive. I was for about 4 years the general manager of TV3, the #1 television station in Ghana. And outside of that, I've already worked in different places where we create content, digital marketing, and among other things. Especially currently, I am focused on putting together content around the tourism value chain to promote destination, promote tourist sites, among others, in Africa. So, yeah, I'm primarily a content person. Okay, I think monetization is based on which platform on which you are in Africa, because all the big platforms are not Africa, were not created in Africa. Most of them are America. So they decide, based on what they see or how the algorithm talk to them on which countries that they allow for monetization, at what particular time. For instance, Facebook now says that you can monetize in Ghana, but of course it takes a lot for that to happen. TikTok has been very open about monetization across different markets for a very long time. And so if you're on TikTok, you know that everything you create, as long as you create good content and you have a lot of people following or watching you, there's some aspect of money that you receive. YouTube also is a platform where you monetize, for instance, but again, it takes a lot of how many people are seeing your.
So for you in Ghana, it's Facebook,
TikTok,
and YouTube.
YouTube, yes.
Monetized.
Monetization.
Those
yes.
three.
These three, yes.
Ah, okay.
And Twitter also, X is now monetized, but again, you have to have subscribed and properly, know how to create your content to be able to get up. So, yes, monetization is becoming a thing across the different social media platforms, but you need to have properly positioned yourself to create the right content that will get you that views and be able to monetize.
And for you, you are indulged in contents around tourism.
Yes.
And that involves, I believe, expending huge amount of resources into creating such contents and maintaining such feed.
Yeah, it is. Traveling around to create content is a lot of work and a lot of resources needed to do that, to make sure that you help promote those attractions and destinations. So it's either one, you get your money from the content that you create onto the platforms, or you have clients who are willing to pay for you to do those runs and then be able to make money out of that. So either way,
which one do you rely
I think
more on?
more now on clients making sure that
rather than
just the monetization
the
platforms, yes.
And I would imagine, I'll start to imagine, for example, traveling from Ghana to Sierra Leone to create content, how much it would cost you if you had developed an idea, not for a client, but just an idea to come and look at a particular tourist destination or a particular monument or relic, how much it would cost you, and put that amount to how much Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube would pay you. How much do you earn from each of your content? How much are you being paid?
The cost is you look at the cost from the point of investment sometimes, that okay, I may not necessarily get the money that would come of a return on investment immediately
on the
platform. But then you're creating, an asset that would down the line, yield that kind of awareness you want, the views that you want, that would eventually yield to that monetization that you eventually want.
So let us discuss the business side, because obviously you would have ventured into this for business. Business is profit making. You would not want to be spending your money and not getting the returns for it.
Yeah. No. So for me, I'm a marketer. So the content creation is just an aspect of what I do. I don't rely solely on that as, just creating content and putting it on platforms. It's an extension of the marketing that I do for destinations, and all that. And so the money eventually, as I said, would come from that. But somebody has to pay for me to move. And that's that's my work, because I market destinations, I market attractions for clients, and that content is created as an extension onto different platforms. Being here, the content that we're creating is more magazine, related content, print magazine related content, but we're also creating soft content and audiovisual content for YouTube platforms, for TikTok, and for Facebook and other areas. So it's a matter of knowing that you are investing into something that down the line would yield something, but somebody has to pay for that movement to happen.
Before you got monetized, are you cashing out already?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
But you're monetized?
Yes, I'm monetized. Yeah.
Okay, you are monetized, but you are yet to be cashing out.
By cashing out, I assume you mean that okay, you're making they're paying you, but like I said, it's not at the moment what you expect to be something that you rely on solely. So yes, there's money coming out of what you do, but it is something you've invested in and knowing that down the line will yield something. So how then do you do what you do? You need to have clients that
What
you
did
pay
it take
for.
you? What steps and processes or procedures did you go through to be monetized?
You have to, first of all, ensure that your platform is strong enough in terms of views, and all that, because obviously the algorithms will not pick you for monetization if you don't show that you have a lot of followers, a lot of views on the things that you create. So first of all, you need to create the old saying that goes like content is king. Means that you need to create proper content that you're sure that people would be watching, people will follow you, first of all. Secondly, you apply for it. If you qualify, they will you get the email or the notification that yes, you qualify for money. Yeah, you apply for it. And then if
so you're not just picked from any random.
You're not picked. I mean, for again, it depends on which platform. If it's Facebook, you'll have to apply for it. If it is YouTube, you have to say that you're going to be monetized. But again, you have to cross a certain threshold to be able to begin to be earning that. But whatever it is, you have to apply for it to make sure that
so
you're
all platforms you have to apply.
Yes, you have to apply. So then they will know that, and then you have to look at the criteria they send to you to meet, before monetization will be accepted. Then you give your details, and then you're monetized.
Your details will have to include first, you have to be a tax cleared
Absolutely.
entity.
Now, governments are asking for, taxation on digital content across different markets. Previously it wasn't so, but now it is. In Ghana, for instance, you have to pay the VAT on whatever you are earning. Yes, you have to pay value-added tax on what you're earning, and so it's part of what you're paid and deducted and paid to the government by the platform. So previously, you could get all the money that is due you, but now tax has to be taken. And in Ghana, it's 18%. I know it's 15%. In other markets, it differs.
Yes. Goods and services tax.
Yes. That's your sales tax, if you like, yeah.
And then, for you, at what threshold were you before you got monetized? What was your following?
It's been a while. I can currently remember.
So you've been monetized for like how many years?
About 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
So you applied for all three platforms. Facebook,
you have to apply.
TikTok,
Facebook, yeah.
YouTube. And then they verify all those processes.
Yeah.
How processes? Take us through those processes.
Yeah, I mean, it's audiovisual, and audiovisual means that you need to have a very good camera that can capture, the content you want to create. 1, 2, you need to have very good microphone. And these days, these equipments are available at very, low costs, if you like, rates. And so you need to be able to invest in equipment to be able to get that. Sometimes, a lot of content creators just use normal phones, and they're able to create content. So it depends on what content you want to create. I mean, if you're going to create content for big brands, you need to make sure that you have the right equipment. If it is just your content, you need to make sure that you have equipment that would capture that content. Sometimes some of the content, and also know the platform that you're going to put that content on and how you need to, for instance, record what vectors, what they have to look like, the aspect ratio, and all that, so that the equipment you're having will be able to capture for that. And so it's important that you properly understand the platform, read around and know which platform you're going to create a content for. If you're going to do big content for television, that every station demands a certain criteria. If it's for Netflix, they demand a certain way. If it's for just TikTok, you also know that you have to record it a certain way. So you just need to properly read around and
once
understand.
monetized, you have to put out original content.
Yes, you have to put out original content, because if you pick somebody's content and you put it on a platform, it's either one that you have a strike. or two, that your channel or your platform could be suspended. Because if you keep repeating, what is, let's be plain, stealing other people's content, that is using the content without people's permission, they will strike you and all that. And it's important to know also that there's some content that you cannot just put on your platform, like sports-related content that have rights, to them. So if, for instance, there's a football and your content is great football related content, for example, and then you go on YouTube or you go on television and record football matches that have been played and put it on your channel, it's possible that there's some rights around that, and so you could be penalized, and the penalization could be either you get a strike, that's a warning, or if you get several warnings and you don't, stop that, then your channel could be shut down. So it's important that people or young people who want to create content understand that people earn from what content they create, and you don't just go and pick people's content without their permission, because there's copyrights, and IP protection across, the different platforms that are available.
And you're demanded to be creating content like weekly, every week, once monetized already.
Yeah, yes, you need to be consistent.
That's huge burden.
Yeah, consistency is very important. Not necessarily that you need to create content every week, but the content that you create must continue to be, if you like, freshened, so that it gets you the kind of traction that would also lead to the revenues that are available on that platform. Because maybe once you come and create content and they don't hear of you for a long time, then you come back and all that, it means that you're not consistent, and so you're not getting the kind of traction that you would drive your platform and would drive your content. And so it's possible that you could lose that monetization. So consistency is very, very important. I believe that once you decide that it's content that you want to create, then that's the space that you work. And so you need to be consistently creating, content for that platform. Just take it that there's a television station that doesn't put content on. It will be just bare, and they won't get a client that would pay for the advertisement and all that. So it's just the same, that if you have a content, you need to make sure that you continuously provide, you have a channel, you continuously provide content for the channel, so that your followers, your viewers and all that will continue to get that. And that's what will get you the revenue that you have been monetized for.
Francis, wish the Sierra Leonean content creators well as they journey through this new arena of being monetized.
Yeah.
As the news, insofar as the news is concerned. Thank you very much for speaking to us.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. Anytime.
That's been Francis Duku, a Ghanaian content creator. We take you through how this whole monetization thing in relation to content creation in Ghana there. And here in the studio, I have Ibrahim Kuruma, aka Prezo. Good afternoon, welcome to the Today Show.
Good afternoon to you and also viewers of Slate TV.
All right, quickly, Prezo, I want to know when this news came. It was, I think, last week, Thursday there. So, what do you make up of her, or what actually this mean about Sierra Leone being verified in terms of monetization?
Well, it comes from the CM, Chief Minister, of course. They always talk about this monetization with regards to content creators in Australia. Say the president gave the mandate, and since then, they don't engage various social media platform owners then and see how they can able to create Sierra Leone. So as of side, we did it today, make it clear for say, may not see it, any official statement from Facebook or Meta.
Now the one Facebook say, Salon they among the countries and way eligible for monetization. So may not see that official statement. And if you also go search, and not see Salon yet, now that list day. So probably it might not happen. They take time for let able to update the system with regards to monetization. So as far as recent findings concerned, we don't see that official statement from the
Meta.
even though we don't get her from the point of CM in your own view, say, okay, so thing don't happen. Now, I think we people and don't look forward to all this while. We people already create content about this monetization. And we get so many things and we for look into consideration, or then social media platform then get so many things and they look into one before one will be monetized.
So you go mind for take you through the
Of course. Now they never look the countryside first. The country, if eligible or not. And one thing we need to understand, it's not just about we coming here or shouting always, Salone, they don't monetize you, they need to verify even though ABC did all happen, the people and get their own set of rules then based on data. They know each and every Sierra Leonean where they use them platform. They know which side and revenue they come out from, now the world. Which parts now the world, which country they now the world.
They generate more money for them.
Generate more money for them. We go make them look at and say, okay, let we add them country as part of the countries that were eligible. Remember, saying our business people and our business that they do business for maximize profit. They need to look at sentiment. They need to look at anything else where people and feel say like, okay, we don't reach to a point we deserve for get this kind of opportunity there. So they look at the country. You understand? What's the country they bring in terms of revenue? How many of the nationals in that country they contribute to all of this? What they talk about here? When they talk about monetization. Let's go to the simple. Let's go to YouTube, where you don't need for pay card for go buy. I didn't call it. Let's say for go buy gifts them where TikTok they do, or for go give post in Star na Facebook. YouTube now view they go view posting a video. You understand?
You like or subscribe and commode.
Subscribe, comment, you commode. You understand? So YouTube, they 1 million followers. 1 million views rather. YouTube can pay between $1,000 to $10,000. You understand? And I see you read out, you give statistics about Sierra Leoneans and way they on internet where
yes.
2.7 million people.
70.
Okay, you understand? So how comes it can take 3, 4, 5 years for let videos and musical videos of Sierra Leonean artists then, whether they post on YouTube, where they take 3, 4, 5 years for let one person get 1 million views. So the statistics about we have 30% of the 8 million population, where constitute to 2.70
million.
You understand? 700,000 people and where they on the internet. So the differences.
It's enough for correlate. That's now you try for
say. Not correlate. You understand? The statistics is true. I go take and so. But now the reality is, among them 2 million people, why were able 1 million able go watch salon artists or salon content creation and videos on our YouTube? Wait for make the under money day. Even we not also subscribe it. We're not also eligible for YouTube monetization as salon. But people are artists and they are the way smart. They get people already open up for their countries and we're eligible.
All right, with the kind of quick, we'll come back. You mentioned something which I talk say with these statistics, somebody not going to even make up to 1 million views per post on YouTube there. One, this brings also, if you're aware, Francis, we talk about, standard also, Pezo. Is it that we actually they meet up to standard? Because most of the time when you open your phone, I tell you for free, what you can for seeing something where you may not go only you picking, even see waiting some of free content creators where they claim say they actually they post. So see that amongst many other reasons now because we know they put out waiting they up to standard, waiting they meet international threshold make we actually they also they so.
Okay, we now come to the content creator the young side. They set the artisan as example.
Okay.
Yeah. They're not there for years. They don't make musical videos that they put on YouTube. Now, recently, within 5-6 years, we come about this content creating business. Then get classic musical videos where they match international standard. Of course, yes, majority they will get good videos where they on YouTube or they get the numbers there. It take time, it take years. Okay, now with the Canada side, they all go to the Facebook now. Now I want to talk about the country eligibility. You come to the guy what they call watch time. You can get up to 60,000 minutes watch time. Where you divide that, it will give you like 1,000 hours of people and we don't watch your videos and your content.
Like how long they know watch them for?
Yeah. So if we get like a 60,000 watch time, and before you never get less than 5,000 followers, them. You understand? So once you don't go through them thresholds, them, they send you a notification for telling you now you don't eligible for get Facebook monetization. So I can set myself as example. I don't go through all of them criteria, and then on one side be left when at the country of eligibility. So last year when I go Turkey, so I changed my location, my Facebook page to Turkey. You understand?
Yes.
So we make now the last step when I've been that side, we get for do country of origin, where I don't change them. So later I cancel, I get a notification say I don't eligible for get monetized on Facebook. So they ask you now for filling various questions and forms, and then you put your details in. So you can go to any bank where they bank with, then go give you international SWIFT code. So once you don't fill everything, you send them to a very simple, like where they eat bread with red banana. So once you don't put your account details then whatever you make for the month, they send you an invoice first. So the invoice now they can say, this month here, ABCD, they indicate all, ABCD video what you do, you make 1 cent, 2 cents, everything. The total money, revenue where you get, let's say now $50, now the $50 this. So now that now you expect into your account, where you don't put the account details there.
Like what you say, so now Turkey, you open, you do your stuff there, we get your verification there. I mean, Francis say for the end that they pay tax, even though it's new, we just scam. We want to know also, I mean, on us if they pay tax, the fact that you've been verified?
Well, I think from my own research, which I've been on the observe, now the government and then country, they can reach out to the platforms them for say, okay, will they begin charge tax from people the way they use on a platform, so they can get an arrangement with them, you understand, with regards to each and every Ghana, then they monetize. So Facebook now know the content creators then, now Ghana will monetize whatever way they make, you understand, then go they get the agreement now government discussion with the platform.
Okay.
So if you make $50, government say, okay, that $50 they cut 15% taxation there. So once they don't make them clear to Facebook, they don't go into terms, then government go get you own, yourself get you own. But yeah, I don't know about that.
So which means you and any other person we don't go get them verification, do them verification. Other countries the way they change them VPN, like how you mentioned. So which means the country actually where you enter that end day, also you've been there, and then they get that particular money there.
Yeah, if they reach out to the platform for tax, of course, sure.
So this means this waiting the chief minister said it's a timely one for Salone, right? Because I mean other income generating way for a country.
Yeah, now step in the right direction, and we get to look at some different ways. You understand? It's not just about we being monetized. In the first place, Salone Entertainment, not to a money-making entertainment industry. You understand? You put everything together now, content creators or comedians or artists or model or this, that, or the list goes on. We're not a money-making industry. Now we talk about, okay, let's say everything though available. Let's look at the population we're gonna Salone, yeah? 8 million people in. Among 8 million, we say we'll get 2.7 million people in waiting at social media. Among them, people in there, how many of them, where did they go online, go stream? You understand? For there you make income out of this monetization. So you look at different factors. We don't just get for can shout about we need monetization, but key thing when we can tell anybody, make global content or do global music, do something we're not to just for Sierra Leone, because Salone people the money not they where they go able put by you, let it gentry, let you live some kind of luxury life where if you say you for live. You understand? So imagine if they get one music video, let's say any content somebody go post. Now, me from where this content business can one day, and also this content creator can say don't get 1 million YouTube views. I don't want to see it. Stand to be corrected, but me not see it. So we still a struggle with population with internet user then not get money for any content creator, not get any sober money for any content creator. You understand? Because there things and a day on the line with international best practice. Now, let's go into one tool, one of the tools in our Facebook.
For Facebook.
Where you dey earn from. We can to in-stream adverts. This now way companies then can meet Facebook for adverts. Give Facebook the advert, them whatever they want for adverts. Facebook now can place them among content creators and videos then. Where they watch something can pop up 5 seconds, 10 seconds.
So for a few seconds, yes.
Yeah, come. You get money out of Randy. So now come to the region or countries then where the advertisements here they go. For example, let's take US with Sierra Leone. Somebody in a salon here, they watch that you content whether Alvado can pop up. Leons, you compare the leons to the dollar. If now $1, that person they make in the US, he can make 1 leon a salon. Which one the money boku?
Now the one in the US.
Now the one here, you understand? So you look into all of them kind of things they are. So even to Nigeria back, they get that kind of challenges and most of the content creators then prefer people are within America, within Europe, within other parts then, where economically viable for let them go to stream the whatever because they make more money than the country in Nigeria itself. Where sometimes you see 1 million, 2 million, 3 million views. And they get for go check now, Facebook, they break down to each and every category for tell you how many people in America watch this video, how many watch them from salon, Liberia, this and that. From there now you'll be able to get what you need forget. So that's also there into consideration. We go to stars. Where they posting in their live now Facebook, you send stars for them. How many people in a salon gets credit card? Get card, ATM, you understand? That card is no more. Yeah.
You know, quick one, Pezo. This stars style we they talk, where most of we don't understand, yeah? Most times we see these videos when they pop up, send stars. I mean, explain to me what this send stars actually mean. Okay,
then one of the ways and way for receive revenue, you understand, from Facebook. So my first one I've been getting in stream. The second one on these stars and Facebook send also another notification say I can start for earn from stars and now people away they can't wait they like they give. You understand? They buy number 50, 60, they get $1, $2, 5 cents. So now all of them money then they get things in there. If you get like 50,000 stars in, you understand? They put on to they get the monthly target. They show you a chart for say, okay, this month here, June, maybe you don't get 70% stars then. Say where you don't have from there now Facebook, they put your money together and give you. Look, come to salon or they ala this, that. How many people get UBA, MasterCard or GTB or any bank, their card? You understand? We for go buy them things and they give you. We come to TikTok. Then gifts them, where they gift people and then lie on this. All of them things and they. How many of within a salon will we go use all of them things and they? So mostly now salon people where they are the diaspora. Now they no more they contribute towards them thing and they. But the majority population, the 8 million population where they are, or the 2.7 million population where they are,
we get access to the internet.
Yeah, you will get access to internet. Then they will contribute to around 10% safe.
But I think that much education safe no day, Pezo.
No, it's not just about much education. You look at the hardship in our country. You understand? How many young men get accounts where money the way if you say
we for can go give contest.
We for can go give Mata or Robin or everything go pull 10,000 they go give them. Let's be realistic now. How many young men they? You understand? So these are all challenges then.
But President, you also agree with me, say it also goes beyond that. They look come up from this other angle, Usai. Sometimes the quality of work put out. I mean, most of the time you go car, you see Joe Bana taking phone, you can't begin other than they taking phone, begin sending banter there and there. So when you open the social media, when you open your phone today, all you get for seeing it's a 20 hour and they get misunderstanding, they this, they done. You don't get to see the quality of something. You go feel like say, let's do this. Or no entrust them people there. So since this is what they want, it's another way of finding money. No self give them this time because people they get the hearts for do that. You agree with that, right?
One thing I want to understand. Plenty out there, they are not content creators. These are just regular people and waiting on social media. If you say they get numbers for make plaba no more can cause because of we mentality in a salon. We say hala, people are celebrate negativity in Sierra Leone past positivity. So which is why most of the things and the way people go watch. For example, me man them. I get me man them in Europe, then program on TikTok like now we they play. Yanda I see thousands of people that go watch. Because now they way woman they go pull and secrets they na do. Now they go cause all kind cause, now they disgrace. So we like Congo sa. People go out there. You understand? So for them, Jama Sultan, I mean, man, then, yeah, they get a young platform, doing extremely well, you understand? So that's their own part of entertainment, whether they entertain people. So like that kind of situation in there, people they go give them lion, go give them different gifts them. You understand? Few of the original content creators then, they need to get the kind of support where they need forget. They need to get them, you understand? So it's not just about them not doing the right thing or not creating the right content where people and go see, so, oh, this is good. It's just sad, we say we day. Now this thing conquer all this so. People that lack negativity, people that lack nuisance pass. We don't see few people where they create good content out there, but then they get that kind of support.
Yes, they're not consistent also.
You understand?
You agree with that?
Consistency, therefore, do with money. Let's tell you something. You understand? I understand who side they come out from, but the challenges are huge. You understand?
But like you say, where there is a will, there is a way.
Of course, I understand. You know, we get people and way they go beyond, like they do them, but it's not easy also. You understand? We self-offend ourselves. So the only thing we they say towards that is the need for create or anybody when a creative somebody, you need for do something beyond Sierra Leone for let you able make them up, for let you able do something extraordinary. You need for invest more. Because if we say no more everything limited to Sierra Leone, we only get thousands of with Sierra Leonean counterparts and waiting at the diaspora. The millions are here, then they're home. Then they're home, better no day. You understand? They're not connected to the internet banking or whatever. They're not connected there. You understand? So it's challenging for them because now money you get for pay at the end of the day. First of all, you want to do something professional. Set up a studio like this one. You get your cameraman, you understand? You get your makeup artist, you get your editor, you understand? You get your script writer. Other places there, now teamwork. We see Sabinos.
How many content creators they actually get? All what you don't mention. So, let's be honest, back now, so preso. Na saloya.
Because money no day.
So now because of money no day.
Money no day. You understand? Because literally, now money. Even if somebody come a volunteer, I go reach to a point, the person go give up because now in time they use for come, let's say for film for you. Do them over and over. I get for go provide food for himself. Probably get family we get for go take care of. And they do it over and over. You understand? Nothing they happen. Then also the other challenge is that the corporate body then they need help. You understand? Because
we mean corporate body that they refer to.
The corporate institutions then. You understand? Multinational business owners then. Then companies the way they make millions of dollars then. Inside salon they self need help. You understand? Because most of the things are just limited to few of entertainers and go signing as brand ambassadors then. How many business entities in a salon where they advertise with then content creators then? One. You hardly see. You understand? What to a point between the content the way they create they put out there, they can place adverts for you inside it. But they know they do them. Even the mainstream media here, it's challenging. You go to Ghana, Nigeria, other places where they say TV, radio stations, then you get dozens of adverts. Where did you get? But salon are different ball game. So the country no more alone, a difficult, you understand, for anybody when a creative person let able strive, let able do something excellent. You understand? So the main goal now investment in terms of money, investment also in terms of knowledge base also. Because one of the things in this way people that they miss So man just feel say ain't get the sense for do all thing. Other places then you get script writers then. You understand? People and we get ideas then. When they go write script, they kind of explain to you as the face, as the comedian, for example, or as the creator. Let me go this story here. When I sit down and work on her, but get professional cameraman in shoot, the editor put them out there, people and see them. You understand? So all of this na teamwork. Yeah, now 1 or 2 person no more. Now 2 people. So most time now 2 people. They are where they hold the phone. They are where they.
They already do talking.
9 done so.
Hey, President. So you also mentioned earlier, say, not to just number, we talk about content creators. So quick one, you have about thousands of followers right now, about 58,000, right?
Of course, yeah.
Whose number you been there where them verify? You able to tell me that? I mean, you recall?
Yeah, I think I'll be there around 20. Last time I was there around 25. Yes,
So you think say number, followers get for deal with this whole monetization thing?
The minimum followers where you need for Ghana 5,000. Once it not much matter. Once you did 5,000 and above, then you did part of the people and we. Once you go through the other criteria, then you get the eligibility.
For another thing, also we say now, you agree with me? Say even Facebook, you report somebody, right?
Of course.
And arguably, Salomon go tell you say, I want to reach certain followers no more. This person go report me for something where I don't do, and if Facebook send to you complaint and the likes. You mentioned you're waiting Francis with say in fact for them Obayanda now we take a foreign content and can put it on your page. Mostly we see here so we don't even want verify sources, neither we credit sources that would get information. You don't think say amongst all the other problems this could be another reason we still stand still where we are?
Yeah, one of the reasons. And in the first place, we get what you call copyright. And the world at large, they get intellectual copyright organization where countries and sign to. Salon for the part of that, you understand? Where I think 2014 or 15, Didi Abubi go China on behalf of Sierra Leone because by then I've been the chairman for the copyright committee na Salonaya. So now things in a way people are very mindful about. In Facebook, actually, you understand, because they're guided by law. Copyrights, they can shut down a whole company. It is send person in jail where you need to pay the claims. So they need to play with them, you understand, because and we get people and contents then where they can register. For say this content now may get them. So one of the things that we make the copyright not being worked now, or probably things not go on as it before go, the copyright of 2011, again for do the establishment of the Office of the Registrar General. Where this office here now they possibly can register your contents. For say this one here, now me get this one here, you understand? So artists and also all the international artists the way they see so. All the songs then they register. Now register song then under the name. Facebook gets record about everything. Then also one of the reasons or the main reason we make Capital Radio and Salon not be they play salon music. You know that before waiting? Now before copyrights. Capital Radio the England. So the songs already they play of all the musicians then they get agreement with them. They get login. Way for sure say okay. Today, na so song that they play. By right, according to Copyright Act or laws, you understand? When you hear somebody in song, like radio station, then they for pay them artists and they use them material. So which is why Capital Radio not be the play salon song because now white people and get time. There's somebody not come out
anywhere and tell
you understand? So Facebook gets all of the registered people and materials and content them out there. Songs them, as you go put on Facebook, so they flag and they mute them. First of all, they get for screen them first. They screen the song. If that song they now a copyright song. as they see a copyright song, they mute them because they don't want let the owner, you understand, sue them, say don't put on the platform.
On the platform.
So they want them, the songs that when they got copyright, they left them, you play them. So people stuff them where other people because like I say, everything is system. You go post Mark Angel in comedy now you page. Facebook knows in a Mark Angel than now you go post. You know in a Sabino's than they. Or people materials them, news them. We make somebody the way that they be affected. Well, I say I laugh, I say this. Because always now copy and paste. Blah, 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 blah. No, shut down in page. You understand? So the problem we're getting also now that 80% of the bloggers they create original content. And most of them should not be called bloggers. Because blogging get for do with you put out original content, you see that you write. Put out content where now you create. This not just people and stuff they normal way they go take. Unverified. Misinformation. They can't play with them the way they want for play with them. They go put them out there. So now only the bloggers then, only Salome they see that where they go talk about something and not do proper investigation. Just they go right, they go put them out there. Say, oh, this now so it happened. So you being a presenter, you being a mainstream person, you know can ask for the other side of the story.
Of the story, getting all sides.
All side, you put them out there, let the public judge who is saying the fact or who is lying. But the bloggers here, as they see us, so boop, then go put them. So all Landy, they tell on we as a nation about information, the way they go out there and then platform then they were not to correct information and people and information about what they go post. We then not to the original creators then of the information and they. And most of them also they need to give credit back. When I want I'll be done the right. At the right boku story is just to see this person. When are you right side, they go pull your name there. They put your name there, go poster.
So, I mean, because with all this we don't say, with the chief minister telling his own side of the story, even though for me, you talk say there has been no verified information from Meta. And with all this latter part we explain, one go actually want for know, as Sierra Leoneans, are we ready for take up this mantle of the business side of the whole social media thing?
Well, of course, like I say, one key thing where people have to know, now we do something beyond the borders of Sierra Leone. Okay. Beyond the borders. For example, let's say therapist with the Knack song. Knack, now a global hit or continental hit, can put on so. The song go beyond Salone border. You go to the stream on YouTube, all other streaming platform where they put on there, they make huge amounts of money from there. You understand? Then you see other celebrities across Africa rather, we vibe to the song, play the. You understand? If we're not able, they as an industry or as a country, you understand? Well, you can see most times they grumble. Recently they called Jarvis, that small robot lady.
Robot.
Hey, they don't can get $50,000, $60,000. They left for you. That's, you know why? Because they recognize outside of Nigeria, they sabi all parts in the world. They know them.
Samsung.
Yeah, you understand. So
yes.
They know the reason why they for come with them. Waiting at the added advantage. Not be real now. Because most times people are the vex, where they see other they count foreigners in a salon, but programs them, we get for do entertainment or whatever. They forget for no say. Then where they want let them use them, they don't get what it takes for let them use them. What did they do? You understand? No, look, keep a 100% real. We all they use internet. Yeah? Now Salonia we all day back. The 2.7 million what say with the internet. Now the day which we found then, when new comedians they emerge, new entertainers they emerge, we don't know about them. So why we own themselves when they do something the other country people, let them know about them. So unless we begin get invitation, they begin take, let's say we content creators and comedians and artists and from Sierra Leone, for go outside of Sierra Leone, go take part or go perform for international programs, then we don't reach there. You understand? So this content creation business now, creating what they talk about now, you understand? To be honest with you, they go monetize you still. People and they get for make better money out of this. That's just the truth. Because you get for look at waiting now they set down things in. Because now say, okay, people are always talk about population. Oh, Nigeria, they 250 million people, blah, blah, blah. Now go Jamaica. Jamaica, this is a small country, but they get artists and they get stars and we globally recognized. We get global recognition. We go perform outside of the world. Get Adam Column, BET, this Grammy. They get the Grammy Award winners and they not from Jamaica.
From Jamaica.
So, yeah, so and not just there about the numbers then. You understand? So what about we Salona still? This number, they already talk about. This 8 million population again as Salon. How this 8 million population they contribute to the entertainment industry?
So it's language barrier, not a problem?
Yeah, no, it's not a problem. Entertainment don't get language barrier. In now they small one, they would dance, they go to cinema for go watch India film, go there read the language. They go buy India film back. You understand?
Because sometimes the content go fine, but sometimes the world not get to understand what you say.
You can interpret it in English, you put on there. English, it's alone an English speaking country. Now the number one language in the whole world. So you can put on there or use the pidgin. You understand? So at the end of the day, people are able to relate to what you say. India, now inside India, whatever, they translate it in English. Chinese man, they already do their Chinese film. Most of inside Chinese today. Translate it into English also. You understand? So the point where they try for make Naya, now that we have said this will 8 million people are not economically viable or beneficial to we. You understand? Yeah. So, because if something about this, I'll be honest now, if we able to get randomly, maybe every 2-3 months to get one artist hits 1 million views now YouTube, get that is small something. You understand? Facebook back, get that is, but it's challenging. Pass again for take 3, 4, 5 years. We see one artist can, oh, this don't hit 1 million. It's sad working the city thing that it shake me head. So, hey, we say now 2025 we still celebrate 1 million YouTube views. Where other places now just 2-3 days they don't reach 1 million. We get for take years. Yes. And we get 2 million people already use internet. What will happen? So here comes in to the chief minister also, the government of Sierra Leone. Now, you know where they get a role for play. Because people and also they grumble, internet tariff in Salon, way high. We make certain people and just limited to Facebook, TikTok, and WhatsApp. They need to use YouTube. Because, with data, they burn. So if also, by waiting chief minister saying that they pay him the responsibility for make sure that thing happen. So they can also now engage with them telecom companies then and see how they can able to make a bundle. Yeah? For Facebook. Okay, no, don't forget, Facebook is okay. People on their Facebook are cool. 2-3-sided. Okay, Audio Mac, I think Orange make them free. You can go stream Orange, and through Orange, they get free data for that. So that's okay. If they can able to include a package for TikTok and YouTube, and make a whole lot of things, because TikTok self is the born. They eat data back. So if they will make a package where the 2 million 2.7 million population able access than they make a whole lot of sense. Okay, let's say now we don't monetize on YouTube. Somebody can open them for you in a country where whatever, you understand. So once you open they upload, at least that $3,000, $1,000 to $10,000. Low get creators them whether they make something out of it and they can able help them. Okay. You understand, on Facebook also. You understand? So it's about educating the masses also, but at the same time I can't to the very important issue we get for deal with people and livelihood.
It's a pleasure having you on board, Prezo Koroma, entertainment journalist, as we get a discussion on social media monetization for Salone, how we go benefit from them. Now, let me welcome you to the second segment of the show, but quickly, we'll join Mohammed Kolia for the sport update.
Edition of the Today Show Sports Update on Slick TV channel 37. Welcome to your Lyon Rock Premier League update as we wrap up Match Week 28 final 2 fixtures set for today and tomorrow. On Tuesday, June 24, it is a battle at the Apple School Field as Port Authority locks on with Bulham Stars FC. Port Authority will be looking to strengthen their position in the league, whilst Bulham Stars aim to pull off an upset and grab vital point. On Wednesday, Abacha City will go up against the experienced Old Edwardians FC. Both teams eager to finish strong. This week, expect an intense clash to close out the match week. That wrap up the midweek fixtures in the Lyon Rock Premier League. Don't miss out the actions as the race for the top spot and relegation heat up. In another news, in the Women's Premier League, as the excitement continues into the match week 19 with 6 electrifying fixtures line up across various venues. Tuesday, 24 June 2025, Patricia Umo FC will go head-to-head with Venbok FC at the Potloko Town Field. At the Sierra Leone Football Association Academy Field, it's a battle of finest as FC Kalon Female faces against Koya Queens. Over in Makeni, at the Wusum Field, Mena Queens will challenge Kaola Queens in what promises to be a thrilling encounter. The action continues on Wednesday. Malema Queens will host Ramke FC at the Kenema Town Field. In Makeni, the Rising Queens take on Sierra Leone Police at the Wusum Field. Both sides eager to secure all 3 points at the Sierra Leone Football Association Field. Ashentonia's FC will clash with Mogbema Queens in a much anticipated showdown. That's your match week 19 fixtures rundown in the Sierra Leone Women's Premier League. Now for our international sports update. Palmeiras will face fellow Brazilian side Botafogo in the round of 16 of the FIFA Club World Cup after coming from a 2-goal down to draw 2-2 with Inter Miami at the Hard Rock Stadium. Manchester City booked their place in the knockout round of the FIFA Club World Cup after easing to a 6-0 triumph over Al Ain. Atletico Madrid became the first European side to exit the FIFA Club World Cup despite a late 1-0 win against Botafogo in Pansanda. This is all we have for you in this edition of the Today Show Sports Update on Slick TV channel 37 with me, Mohammed Kolia.
Mohammed Kolia there for the sport update. Now let's join Paulina Bendu Samba on Health Tip with a tell about HIV and AIDS and how to prevent them.
Hello and welcome to Today Health Tips. This na one quick health talk for help we protect ourselves from HIV. HIV no get face, but we all get power for protect ourselves. So, let we talk about this. 1. Use condom all time if you're not person where they get sex with different partners them. This first tip here, so when I follow use condom all time where you get sex, whether a man or woman, it's fine because condom they protect you from HIV and other sick them. Always get condom on you and learn for the use the right way. Tip 2. Know your status and your partner in status back. Go take HIV test. It easy, it private, and it go help you for know how you dey. Tell your partner let himself take test back. If una two know una status, una go sabi how for protect una self better one. 3. Use PrEP or PEP if you need them. If you dey feel like say you dey at risk, ask doctor for PrEP. This na pill we go take every day for prevent yourself from HIV. If something happen like condom burst or rape, go ask for PEP within 3 days when 72 hours. It go stop the virus before it enter your blood. 4. No share needle. If you dey inject drug or even share needle, always use clean or new needle. The same needle go pass HIV from one person to another. 5. If you get any other sick like gonorrhea or syphilis, it go make HIV easy for enter your body. So, if you dey feel say something not fine, go check yourself quick and take treatment. 6. Talk openly, no shame. Talk about HIV with people wey dey close to you. Educate yourself. HIV no dey show na face, so let we not shame for talk. If you talk about am, it go help for save your life because silence no go help. 7. HIV no mean say life done. HIV not deadly like trade. If person gets HIV and he take medicine them well, it go live long and get healthy life, just like anybody else. But that's not mean say you for take risk or go dey make careless, so prevention still better pass cure. So take care of yourself always.
That's it from the health basket there. And remember, say, well, body na gently. Stay healthy and stay safe. Now, we'll go into we travel schedule. Starting at 1:30 a.m., Royal Air Morocco flight 8563/4 will depart from Freetown and arrive in Casablanca at 4:40 a.m. with a final arrival at 5:40 a.m. At 5 a.m., Aska Airlines flight KP023 will leave Banjul, stopping in Freetown at 8:05 a.m., Accra, and finally arriving in Lomé at 8:45 a.m. At 1 p.m., Aska Airlines flight KP042 will take off from Lomé, stopping in Freetown at 3:55 p.m. and arriving in Banjul at 4:35 p.m. Also at 1 p.m., Aska Airlines flight KP040 will depart Lomé and head to Accra and then to Freetown. At 1:30 p.m., Brussels Airlines flight SN243 will take off from Freetown, make a stop in Monrovia and land in Brussels at 7:55 p.m. At 2:30 p.m., Kenya Airways flight KQ510/11 will depart from Nairobi, stop in Accra at 5:30 p.m. and arrive in Freetown at 6:30 p.m. This flight will then head back to Accra and return to Nairobi. At 4 p.m., Air Senegal flight HC213/4 will leave Dakar, arrive in Banjul at 6:55 p.m. and continue to Freetown at 7:50 p.m. Finally, at 8 p.m., Air Peace flight P4776/1 will depart from Freetown to Lagos, arriving at 11 p.m. with a final arrival at 11:40 p.m. That's all we have for you in our flight schedule. Have a safe flight. And now I'm being joined by James Kamaramane for our headline review. Good afternoon, James, and welcome to today's show.
Good afternoon, Rabi, and good afternoon, viewers. Rabi, so we got a host of stories today for Family
Basket.
Yes, so the first one, we look at the press release from ACC. This time, press release where they notify the public that they took over investigation where NRA may issue a press release earlier last week. Late last week, on Thursday, Friday. They've been published some activities and they go on NRA between some staff them of NRA and some banks them. So NRA, some banks them. Yes. And for certain discrepancies, acts where don't take place at the institution. And so the matter within a CID. CID may investigate the issue. But now, ACC don't decide for take over this matter and they want for they continue for do the investigation. Now, if you look at the release, they say okay, use us an excerpt of it's the Anti-Corruption Commission wishes to inform the public that it has taken over from the Sierra Leone Police investigation concerning alleged revenue division at the National Revenue Authority, NRA. The Commission takes note of the press release from the NRA dated 28th June 2025, signed by its Commissioner General, which states that the alleged fraudulent scheme involves the collusion of certain staff with external actors, reportedly including commercial bank tellers and unpatriotic citizens, in a deliberate attempt to divert government revenue. So this is the thing. So the reason we make the ACC say they take her up because it gets to deal with government revenue. And mind you, and NRA got the responsibility for generate revenue for government. And so therefore ACC decide for take them up. But one thing we citizens they talk about now is that NRA normally, ACC normally can take over matters like this. One such example now, the EcoBank issue as well, when it happened some years back, and ACC may decide for take them over from the police, from the CID, and then they deal with the matter. But at the end of the day, they may just find the alleged people them certain sum of money and let them go. So some people they say now make this not be the same as EcoBank, make it not repeat like EcoBank, make ACC do diligent service. Make the one for CC, perhaps the one for see the matter be charged to court. If there is any evidence, substantial evidence, will take the matter to court. And the one for see that, and the one for CC, then come back to the public and inform the public as to waiting they don't do, or whether the information they gather is substantial enough for carry the people that go to court and this and that. So these are so many things that will happen within the ACC right now and NRA saga where they go on.
You know, they say where blind man say they stone you, now we don't mass stone. Most of these things where they happen, not to like extra people and they do. And in the we self Sierra Leoneans, what they do. I mean, it was earlier this year when I didn't get about 25% shortfall of revenue. And this is not an income generating institution. And yet these same people that them take for work for them, and then the same people way like I want to say undermining the system, where they play yuki underground, and thus will they lead to this. But as we await ACC the investigation, we hope say go actually born good picking.
Yes, indeed, we hope say go born good picking, and one for go again now to another one. We yesterday, over the weekend, we noticed but President Bio don't become the new chairman for ECOWAS. And so by extension, so long as he don't become the new chairman for ECOWAS, the Minister of Foreign Affairs for that country, where the chairman be, he can get a position for being elected as chairman for ECOWAS Council of Foreign Ministers. And the role, he got a very big role now, because for the ministers, the role of the ministers, ECOWAS now, it means they get for deal with policies implementation. enactions of those policies for ECOWAS. So therefore bridge the gap. So many policies there now where ECOWAS want for deal with diplomatic policies them, the foreign minister or the minister under the ECOWAS sector, their responsibility down there. So he get a very huge responsibility. Don't forget, he also gets domestic responsibility as well. Right? He gets ECOWAS responsibility now. He gets for deal with both everything concerning Africa, foreign affairs with Africa and ECOWAS, and Sierra Leone as well. We in our own domestic responsibility that they get. So we wish him well in the new role as chairman for ECOWAS Council of Foreign Ministers.
So home gets double celebration.
Yes.
And added to responsibility. You know, earlier on we get this whole ban thing from the United Nations. It talks say all traveling documents get for pass 9 table before you actually approve anything. So more responsibility, I mean more like you say, yeah, no load way heavy.
Yes, so more responsibility, more tax for them, and more cap to Salone, a green, white, and blue flag. Wish them well. The seats don't get hotter. The race for the 2028 presidential election don't get hotter. And as they get hotter, names that they come out now, people then they will want to take over President Bio. But before that, there are policies, stages and they we go use, where political parties then they go through before ever then choose a flag bearer who will represent the two major parties, when are APC and SLPP. So many names don't come out. And this is one big article where the editor of Concord Times, Ado Science, say, being right, he say 2028 contenders, those that could possibly take over from President Bio, part 1, names them boko. But the main ones there now. Yeah, so now this is episode 1. The first one, get a new kid on the block. When Dr. Abraham Bangura, he's new. He's new to politics. We know that he is a lecturer. I can't say he was a lecturer. He is a lecturer, and he don't come. We get to the old one, Dr. Richard Conte, who was also the chief of staff for former President Kourouma.
And Deputy Finance Minister.
Yeah, Deputy Finance Minister.
Minister of Trade and the...
Yes, he got a lot of presidential ministerial experience we get during the Anes by Command term. And then we get the President, Vice President, VP Julia Jallo, and also get the former...
you know, quick one back, man, before we come to the other people, just a little thing about VP. When you read through the article, they refer to as one of the luckiest VPs the way Salondo ever get. I mean, he happened to be the VP that they actually go 2-term with their running mate. And most people can also refer to him as somebody where they steer so many sheep behind the scene. And just about a few weeks ago, Vicky will also take to his Facebook page, say, he want to actually commend her, notwithstanding the entire saga about everything, yet he remained silent, and there has been little or no stain about him, nor his name, neither his office. So, I mean, either way, we wish him good luck in whatever ship we get for actually ride.
Yes, so the Speaker of Parliament for ECOWAS, CDI Tunis, again.
Mohamed Tunis.
Mohamed Tunis, a former speaker. We get also the President Chief Minister, David Senge. I suppose people are saying he might. I will also get Honorable Chernoba, who was the running mate for under Samura Kamara, the APC, Dr. Samura Kamara, former APC flag bearer, and also get former Vice President under Anders by Kourouma, who was forcefully axed out of office, same constitutional, Samuel Samsumana, and also get another new kid on the block, MOK, aka Jagaban. This is a Muslim Jagaban. So, yes, so we got so many names that we go for come. But if you get through this article, you learn a lot about them, and it's very interesting. So wait for see part 2. And the names are coming, as I say. But funnily, as I say, now these both parties, now SLPP is on their lower level election for get the executive way for lead them for choose the flag year 2026. And so it's all left to the delegates. Now the delegates are very important now, not the electorate, that we the citizens now, but the delegates therefore choose the one way for lead both the parties as well. So that's it for now. Mother James Tina Rogers writes, we an owner of a 23-acre land. If we talk to Slick TV, he said this land, they be willing to ham. But now, this land, the former Minister of Lands, when Dr. Dennis Sandy. We don't will am to Milsi Magai Teachers College we now Godrich. So this minister we don't will am to him. He talk a lot to Slick TV. Make you listen to him.
I am making this application with the expectation of some response from the government. It has gone on for too long, and right now I am really at a loss as to what's happening. The story goes far beyond 2014. However, I shall commence with 2021. In 2021, the president was magnanimous enough to ask the Ministry of Lands to open a committee to find out what has been going on with lands of the Creole people. I was lucky enough to have returned just on time to apply among those who applied for the commission. In April 25, 2021, I wrote a letter to the Lands Commission chairman asking that they look into my own matter. And indeed, I was called upon to go and testify. I did. Unfortunately, the main reason why I did was not concluded because the Minister of Lands then, Dr. Sandy, was not there. So I suggested that I would not be able to go any further until Dr. Sandy appeared. The commission accorded me that request, and a few days later, we were called back and Dr. Sandy was there. We discussed the matter, and I read briefly to the commission what my complaint was. That my father, the late Cyril Bunting Rogers Wright, came into possession of 3 pieces of land in 1947. And at his death, he willed those pieces of land to me. I took out probate, and it was circulated. There was no opposition. I left and went into the United States for a while because of the war. By the time I came back, there were some encroachment on the land, one of which was Mr. Chambers, or Reverend Chambers. However, while we were at the commission, Dr. Sandy did indicate that he was trying to do just what he did at Foabe College. And I questioned him, how could you do that with somebody's private land? By then, he had surveyed the whole land, which was bought in 1947 and given to Milton Magai which never existed until 1960. And in fact, Milton Magai existed because of my father. He gave part of his land, 5 acres, to Milton Magai for the school. So I do not understand how come Dr. Sandy could survey the whole land and give it to Milton Magai. At this stage, the report has been concluded. In fact, the report was concluded in 2021. I am not sure, but I was told that the report was sent to the president and he sent it to the Ministry of Lands. Until this date, I have not heard what the report of this commission was. And I am at a loss as to what's going on. I cannot sit down and allow my father's 23 acres that he gave to me to just go astray. I see all sorts of people building there, and they know that the land belongs to me. I want the land. I need to build a school that will leave my father's name. So please, I am appealing to the government to look into this matter. And please, please give me the report so I can know what to do. I am at the juncture of going to court. Even though the populace is of the appeal, or of the opinion that the courts are unjust, I still feel that there is justice. And I look forward to that justice. I hope that justice will prevail when I go to court.
Thank you very much for the video. We still say Madam Jimstina will just clarify, say, this property, this 23-acre land, they be will and Toram, and now the former Minister of Lands, winner Dr. Dennis Sandy, may annex this property to Milton Magai Teachers College. Thanks so much for the video.
And from that day, the Salon Drivers Union will get the responsibility for protect the rights and interest them and for promote the welfare of the members. On the 23rd June 2025, don't successfully complete the 2025 Drivers Union elections at St. Anthony Parish Hall na Freetong. The union, they also make sure say safe and fair working condition good day for all. Paulina Bendu Samba Bidede and send this for you.
The Sierra Leone Drivers Union don't successfully hold the 2025 election at the St. Anthony's Parish Hall, Freetong, will happen on the 23rd March 2025. This union yesterday for protect the rights and welfare of its members them and promote safe working conditions. Mohamed Kaindene Conte, winner the National Relations and Public Education Officer for the Motor Drivers and General Transport Drivers Union, mentioned the struggles we don't get with membership and the constitution as a whole, where it can to the eligibility of member them for be part of election, as this na part of the reason for the election.
So after we don't try on 3 or 4 occasions and for certain dates for an election, it not work. So decide for take the matter back to the Supreme Court for an interpretation. So that's now the reason we do. We taken to because of the stop am. After we take them back for interpretation, the court being able to stand for an injunction because there were attempts for let them form a committee by the Minister of Labour, Minister of Internal Affairs, but all of this been become futile. Later, now the Supreme Court being able to finally give an injunction and a ruling on the 9th day of May 2025. Inside this ruling, make a provision for regularization of membership, because since we get issues of membership, it creates a provision from the 9th to the 31st of May for all regularized members, and that the one that will get issues with membership. So we do the regularization of the one that will fit and meets the criteria. From there, I said the election will be not later than the 30th of June.
Paramount Chief Ali Musa III appeal say whosoever go emerge as the winner for embrace all man and continue for say, considering say the role of the drivers union inside the country important, he end up for appeal for peaceful election process.
I want for appeal to now all that whosoever today when they win this election, if we embrace everybody, because we know why you again court. We know why you what Mr. Bar go through, let any of Una go through that one day. Because it not will help the union. The word union now for bring people together. Now for now we all come together, we now work together. So do ya at the appeal, you be supporter, you be delegate, you be observer, ordinary member, let we all accept one another for say whatever result they come on here, it will be acceptable to each and everybody.
Deputy Police Commander Esther M. Safa praised the peaceful process and encouraged the delegates them for continue for maintain peace, especially as women then now they participate more inside the union.
One thing we are glad for this meeting now what they see the company woman. Because first the way they say drivers union, as so man and because I see woman I don't see unity and also woman they there for peace. When you push to go patrol, and then they come to woman that they for don't park. I'm glad for there because me know say drivers and the police and we can go. I want to tell you all thank you because when I make it work very easy this morning. The delegate conference is just simple, decent, and fine for maybe when the air operation come.
Outgoing President Alpha Amadou Ba give in farewell speech. He tell thank you to all men and remind them about the progress them during in leadership.
As I lead this position today, I do so with confidence in future. I urge all of you to continue to fight, remain united, and give your full support to the new leadership. The path forward is bright if we continue to work together. I thank you for believing me. I thank you for standing with me. I thank you for allowing me to serve you. In solidarity forever. Alpha Amadou Ba. Bye.
ECSL announced 2 presidential candidates, winner Abdoulaye Ba and Ibrahim Scholl, will get equal votes, winner 68, whilst Abu Saidu gets 20 votes. So runoff go happen between the 2 top candidates them. Reporting for Slick TV, Mina Paulina Bendu Samba.
Wait the runoff for the drivers' election there. That's all for Paulina's news. Thank you.
Yes, so we get say Orange Salon don't end the inter-school football competition for stop cyberbullying, and then we get the team say for good communication together against online haters. And say this event may take place in Aberdeen. Philip Emma, we are the head of communication for Orange Salon. They say this competition they create awareness. And also they create an interaction between themselves and also for help other people and for make them come together. John M. Abdullah Medidi, and he sent this story.
Today is for Good Connections Day, and what are we talking about here? Is good connections. We are creating awareness and telling our children that they have to connect right, all right, which is interacting with themselves, interacting with their parents, as opposed to always being on the phone, because we are dealing with children from 10 to 15, and it's at this age that they are now having access to phones. They're going to be on the phone continuously. We're saying that it is not good. It's not good for the physical health. It's not good for the mental health. Reduce the time on the phone. This is very important. All right, and also on this phone is where we have all manner of bullies. All right, people bully people online and physically also. So we are saying, let's connect right. Let's not bully our peers. We want to teach them now that this is not okay to bully. It is not okay to be on the screen for too long, and also to cascade this message also to their parents, to inform their parents to say that you cannot let your kids be on the phone 24/7. They have to go to bed, they have to rest their minds well, they have to rest their brains well, and function well as young children. And these children are the ones that are going to eventually become adults. If we want a community with responsible, healthy adults, they have to know now as their children that excessive screen time is not okay, and cyberbullying is not okay.
Thanks to God for us to be the winner, the victorious team. It's very, very important. At one time, when I was thinking about it, I said, and those who are the guys that are giving us, we are buying top-up from them. And they are conscientizing us how to use those top-ups. It's very good. At least we are not even teaching the kids, even for us as teachers, we are learning, right? For us not to be glued too much to the phone, or for us not to use our phone to bully others. Let me make it clear. In our school, Providence National High School, it's a no-go area for phones. It's a laid down rule. No people is allowed to be with a phone at school. It's good for them to have that content when they're at home. While they're at home, maybe they should be doing their studies with their phone, not to be excessive with their phones.
The competition was so interesting to have meeting with different schools, and it's
Thanks so much, John Abdullahi, for putting this report together for we. So we continue to take the local papers. We're the Global Times. The main pick, say leaders of government business meet top Russia officials. Also say West African leaders elect President Bio as ECOWAS chairman. Dr. Usu Sano for SLPP flag bearer. Dr. Ibrahim Bangura addresses APC supporters to UK. And the final story, the Global Times newspaper, is a VP Jude Jallo commends UN police. And one of the main pick there also, the story where they make the round.
Waves.
Yes, say President Bio has been elected as president of ECOWAS, or as ECOWAS chairman. So we see, say President Bio don't start the activity back today, say don't move to another country for go attend to seminar on behalf of ECOWAS. So it's a big one for Salon, as I also discussed yesterday. And so we Sierra Leoneans are happy because at least they don't come back to it for the second time.
Yes.
They don't come back to it for the second time. And one for CC President Bio whole and fine. Perhaps he might be elected again next year for continue for 2 terms.
And I see Sierra Leoneans are really celebrating this. I mean, you get to see banners everywhere. I mean, if you come across posts on social media, you get to see they are giving positive responses so far. And we actually hope, say, it will actually do within a mandate or within each a hand for do and do the necessary thing in terms of, especially we in Guinea, we hope, say, since you don't get the aid now, as Papa, we should say the hand and the foot for me to answer, yes, for getting a resolution. As we discussed yesterday, that now the anticipation of Boku Sierra Leoneans, that is what this much talked about Yenga issue for being laid to rest once and for all, because now we don't hold the aid by ECOWAS, and now we are the decision makers. So at least make we see we settle this case once and for all, and we get Yenga finally as Sierra Leone. Man, if now you've been being, let's say for example, now you get you to picking they make plaba, then let's say, okay, you know be uncle, you can't visit, you meet you two list, they make plaba, what you go do?
No, well, we'll try for settle, because I mean at the big one I made it look up to. So now Africa is looking up to Sierra Leone for settle disputes within Africa, and also bridge the gap between ECOWAS and all our countries there. And Salon, they look forward for see we self get we land when I younger. Another big story with another new kid on the block, is coming up. Say Dr. Wusu Sanon for SFP flag bearer. The names are coming. Remember, we just talked about Concord Times, the names that we mentioned, part 1. Perhaps this will be coming part 2. It will be added to part 2 of the article. You see, names are coming. And we have 2 more years, because now we're on the count now, from now to 2028. Now we'll get from now to 2026. For most of the 2 parties are going into the conference for Seattle and can select who that for lead the party 2028 election. So we have more time, but the names are coming. So we know say more names will be coming out, surprisingly, anyway. Yeah, so we'll move on to another pick for today. We'll get the Independent Observer newspaper. We still get the series where they go on. This is part 183. Say, Mr. President, can we talk? One thing they ask, what do you want to talk to the president about? What do you think about this series?
I'm sure it is like you talk say with the pool parable. It's in big post is see where you don't like you claim that stick you know small picking you know get for Sam. So they know what they're actually discussing. If you get it's a more or less episode of things that are happening where I'm sure the president or don't even close to and they see. Imagine this writer actually gets patient when they write this editorial thing.
Yeah. It's a series. It's a series. Right now. It's like sometimes we call them political satire. Yeah. It's a series, and so it's like venting out, bringing out issues
where they happen,
and I think the president needs to give listening ears to some of these things. So, like indirectly, he's speaking to the president from the local tabloid. We'll take another pick from the Sierra Leonean diaspora. Time to stop the lies. This they are quoting the Sierra Leonean diaspora. The one they will do by that way. You can see now big one them. It's time to stop the lies. Well, we don't know who's lie where they talk about. We know for put more or less, into their mouth.
They're trying to say, you know, you mentioned earlier, more names are coming, people they come on board, and someone one day student talk say most Sierra Leoneans will actually get access to having 3 meals a day. Firstly, most of them are people that will then get support. Outside, you understand? So this person is more or less saying we they end up with the support people in ISO, but the reality is things are not as beautiful as they are. People in the suffer, the economic situation very unfriendly. I mean, you get for take a lot for the actually each of them. I mean, even with conversation we'll get today, this whole social media monetization thing. Because was saying, I mean, you get for get post radio banda for everyone assist you for make certain amount if you say you for make. So he's more or less saying that send this little for the polish things and state things the way they are.
Yeah, maybe we want to follow the face the reality now, and especially politicians and now for the face the reality that stop for the GIWI statements the way they know say untrue and maybe left for the line by Sierra Leoneans them. We got another story where a common this story at the down part is a Nigerian women groups won against Momos in Sierra Leone. Take me time for it. Some part of the story, part of the story. You know the Mormons? These are Mormons where they say Church of Latter-day
Saints. Yes.
Latter-day Saints. It's called the Mormons. So the article is saying that they mentioned 1 or 2 things where them feel say the Mormons we are doing in Nigeria, and they think say they don't deserve for Camp Salone because they feel say Salone is fighting against that particular act day, and then they in favor of those things where they happen. And so it's a warning to Sierra Leone. It's a warning to Sierra Leone government.
So I think what they were more or less saying, for the public to understand, it's like then they come in a way like they're coming to paint a particular picture of who that's not so there. They say they were in Nigeria about 2 years ago. They don't know say then are this kind of person. Then tend for support them. I mean they go against 1 or 2 policies, but they are painting it in a way you know what even sense say that this they actually happen. They are against certain things them, and mostly like for example, you know schools today they teach sex education, but they are against it, making it women feel more inferior and the likes, and they are painting as if they're in support of a particular something, which of course also done it and they try for do.
Yes. So if you are out there, part of the Mormon organization, we statement them not get nothing, not to the thought of Slick TV. We are just saying what we read from the article, and so it is not coming from Slick TV directly, but what we read from the article, because we see all the newspaper they carry this particular story, and it's very interesting. So we take time for read them and go to am.
And when you
so
look
we
at
don't want to be religious. We don't want to create a religious fight against anybody.
as if we're taking
Thank you.
sides.
Yes, we are not taking
or,
sides.
yes.
We are just trying to explain what in the article they say. So take another story. It's a new era for Sierra Leone football. Aminata Bangura for SLAFA president. Another Johansson.
A new name,
You
we
think
don't
so?
make waves.
You think so? Another Aisha Johansson to football.
Well, this is Aminata Bangura. We get to see what will
Well,
happen to be.
you like the Aisha Johansson. I mean, I'm not saying the character.
No,
but
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
I understand. I
position.
mean, a woman also
Yes,
coming
a woman,
on board
another
for
woman
take
for
up the
can't head
mantle.
salon football. So we want for she's a new kid on the block for now, and the name just popped
A
up.
new name that came just about
Just
few
weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, ma'am, I should say 2 weeks ago, and yeah. So we want for see. The story still a get go. The Premier News newspaper is SLAFA presidential aspirant faces integrity scrutiny. Yesterday, press release may come out that integrity scrutiny could start. This and for no, that's now everything about Tuna. It's part of the system. It's part of SLAFA or CAF practice.
And I also think it's a little take election in general. I think for me, one of the criteria that we really look at, because you know, you just can't take somebody, you can't get them a position. You get for understanding background. You understand? Even Sunday we continue people in Kintalk say, you get for be careful of how they live your life because you don't know what's in there ahead of you.
Yeah.
So in certain positions that we actually want for going for, and get for check who than you we don't be before. So I'm sure that is why this has been brought up.
I tell you. So it's a landmark initiative launched to combat addiction and mental illness. And also get a sort of story say regional unity reaffirmed as President Bio assumes ECOWAS leadership. And many more stories you will find at the Premier News newspaper for today. We got a lot.
You know, Mane, we'll talk about mental illness. Yesterday in the show, we get a similar discussion in that relation there, and we tend to say, even though na violence we look at, but these are also some contributing factors to this violence we see. Most people will go work. Like one funny thing someone can say, they say that thing is like clean close to the start. Most times people then go dress fine and go dress okay. You know, tend for no waiting then they go through. Not until you sit and talk with people. That's when you get to understand the demon or the battles they are fighting. And you get one funny thing again where ordinary man goes, say, wait here, now the work of the devil. Sometimes now this odd thing where they happen amongst we. And we appreciate, say, we don't see organization, they don't come on board for ensure, say, then create a pathway so that these voices can be heard. So those silence voice inside of us, actually people then go get for a year and kill whatever demon that we may be fighting inside.
Indeed. So we want to see how this addiction, some of these things really cause mental illness could be eradicated, if not totally eradicated, but we'll see how we could be put under control. Because there's so many people who are mentally disturbed, even though, as you say, you can start with clean clothes.
It's like clean clothes.
This morning when I come work and I see somebody right at the highway, it was. I don't know whether that's mental illness or madness. But the issues we actually we'll talk about.
And it's also essential for we understand the root cause of the thing there. So, and mostly most people then go associate with even the economic situation. Say most times you get not to understand what you do because you get for the think, hey, I get for it, I get for that, I not provide for this, I not provide for that. All the bulk of it now you aid. You know, another funny thing where most people can also say that, you know, say most of them bring a connection.
Yeah, sure.
But say the man don't explode. You don't get to understand the things where they go on. So these advocacy organizations where they come on board and should say people actually speak up or educate the public about some of these things where they happen around we. It's actually essential.
Yeah. So thank you. So we still continue to look at the front page. We look at this presidential SLAFA presidential aspirant faces scrutiny.
Integrity.
We'll just take the first paragraph where there is a fresh questions have emerged over the eligibility of Aminata Bangura to contest for presidency of the Sierra Leone Football Association as legal and ethical scrutiny intensifies ahead of the August 2nd, 2025 election congress in Lunge. So it's a huge one for them. It's a huge one because, as I say, for me, I'm not today part of football that much, but the names will don't come out to be prominent, and she has not been a prominent person And they show up that much. I learned for say, it may belong to some football organization, those football clubs where maybe they head, but like get prominent. They maybe so the first one we come out and between the two gentlemen, yes. Them Babadi Kamara and also Thomas Babadi.
Thomas Brema, Daddy Brema.
Daddy Brema. I mean Daddy Brema. So that then two we get time. And now we don't see names them. Pile of names that don't come up. And we don't get a female also will don't come up. So it starts August 2nd. One for Syria for look at the legal eligibility and so many other things there.
So more or less they're saying waiting make Aminata actually fit for going for this position. I mean from the paper they say question don't they come up. Because just like election, the last time we had Lucien here, it gets one or two things we get for meet, for instance say you meet this particular criteria or criterion for make you fit for take this particular position here. So you know like in terms of age, in terms of what you do, in terms of some back things that we don't do in the past, how long you don't do for something. And all organization getting constitution. Maybe for theirs, you get for they on board for 1 to 3 years, you may for attain certain position them. But just in a winkle of an eye, we saw her coming on board. And in fact, surprisingly, we get about, it was 2 of them, now it's about 4 names we actually get on board. But since the election are just a stone throw away, just a few weeks from now, we get to actually see waiting and Udago actually emerge as the winner for lead Salone football go before.
Thanks so much for your nice analysis, Ravi. The feedback exists about football. Now so the headline review will come to you for today, Tuesday. And continue for listening to Slick TV. Also continue for bringing more headline reviews and things that will happen around the country.
It's a pleasure having you on board. For instance, we talk about waiting actually they make waves. And so good we're cutting down to today's edition of the Today Show here on Slick Television channel 37. Get ready for the Weedmake edition tomorrow. I am Rabia Tumanzai and plenty thank you to you. We take you precious time for joining us through the ride.